Looking for the best Bluetooth speakers in 2022? Look no further than the Marshall Bluetooth speakers. These speakers are perfect for any music lover out there, and with their new features and improvements, they are sure to give you an amazing listening experience. So what are you waiting for? Check out the Marshall Bluetooth speakers today. We have included links in the description box. Let's get started. At number 1 is Marshall Wallburn Roman 2 wireless Bluetooth speaker. With a price tag of $400, the Marshall Wallburn Roman 2 Bluetooth is the top model in the brand's recently updated lineup of Bluetooth speakers. All of the new models in its lineup are appealing to us, but the Wallburn Roman 2 Bluetooth is our hearts. It produces an intense audio experience that can be tailored using the speaker's own bass and treble knobs as well as the in-app EQ. The clear and balanced tone won't let you down if you enjoy the vintage appearance of guitar amps. The Wallburn Roman 2 Bluetooth is our editor's choice for high-end Bluetooth speakers despite its expensive cost. Although almost all Marshall products borrow design elements from amplifiers, the Marshall Wallburn Roman 2 Bluetooth actually resembles a real guitar amplifier. With dimensions of 12.2 by 15.8 by 7.8 inches and a hefty weight of 18.9 pounds, it is enormous. It wouldn't appear out of place next to a few little practice amps. With the exception of its size, the Wallburn Roman 2 Bluetooth appears remarkably similar to the rest of the new Marshall speaker lineup. The majority of the speaker is covered in a black or white leather-like material, and the primary panel has a tweed grille with the Marshall emblem embroidered on it. Top controls resemble those on a guitar amplifier, while the knobs and front face have gold-colored accents made of brushed aluminum. It's a sizable, attractive speaker. There are dials for volume, bass, and treble on the control panel in addition to a power switch, play/pause button, and an audio source button for switching between Bluetooth mode and aux or RCA modes. There's a 3.5mm aux input on top and an RCA input on the back panel. It is advisable to keep the speaker's rear panel hidden. The only way this may be hidden is if you lean the Wallburn Roman 2 Bluetooth against a wall. It is covered and painted on warning labels and legalese that most manufacturers conceal from view. The RCA input and the connector for the power cord are located on the rear panel, along with 2 ports for air moved by drivers to exit through. There are no cables provided for either the RCA input on the back or the 3.5mm aux input up top, other than from the power cable. The Marshall Bluetooth app, which is available for free, refreshes the speaker's firmware and lets you use custom EQ presets or make your own. To adjust the sound according to your preferences, utilize the app in conjunction with the bass and treble dials. Additionally, you can modify the red status LED's brightness, enable or disable audio prompts, and stereo pair the speaker with another. Although the program isn't required for use in order to function, it has enough beneficial features that we nevertheless advise downloading it. The Stanmore Roman 2 Bluetooth and Acton Roman 2 Bluetooth from Marshall are both great, but we adore the Wallburn Roman 2 Bluetooth. Although it is the most costly of the bunch, I'd say that the sound quality it produces justifies the price. I'm less likely to make this argument for its more affordable, but less overwhelmingly great siblings. The extra woofer adds the magic, making this a terrific all-in-one wireless speaker and our editor's choice. Even though it shares the same appearance, utilizes the same app, and has the same fundamental capabilities. At number 2 is Marshall Colburn Roman 2 Bluetooth portable speaker. There are plenty of other Bluetooth speakers available from Marshall, and at $280, the Colburn Roman 2 falls between the Stockwell Roman 2 and the Tufton in terms of both price and size. The Colburn Roman 2 is portable even for a mid-size model because you can carry it by its strap. But it's too big and hefty to, say, toss in a backpack. The good news is that for its small size, it can provide some real power, and you can customize its sound signature with the bass and treble knobs. The Marshall Colburn Roman 2 has no obvious flaws, yet its price seems excessive given what it offers. The boxy Colburn Roman 2 comes in imitation leather in either black or gray. With dimensions of 6.5 by 9.6 by 5.5 inches and a weight of 5.5 pounds, the retractable strap makes moving it about easier. It also has a classy appearance, resembling a traditional guitar strap with a velvet interior. The cursive Marshall logo is inscribed on the Colburn Roman 2's all-metal grille front face. 52 Hz to 20 Hz are covered by a single 20-watt woofer and 2 8-watt tweeters hidden below the grille. 3 knobs, one for power or volume, one for bass, and one for treble, are located along the top panel. There are no controls for track navigation. A Bluetooth connecting button and a battery life LED are also located on the panel. The connection for the power cord is located in a covered port on the back panel, and there is a 3.5 ohm aux input that is not covered. A port for air moved by the drivers to exit is likewise housed in the back panel. The IPS2 water resistance rating for the Colburn Roman 2 is not noteworthy. Simply said, it involves holding the speaker at a slight angle to shield them from water drips. As a result, it can tolerate very light sprinkling. But avoid using this speaker near a pool or in the rain because its IP rating is about as low as it gets. The lack of a 3.5mm aux input cord seems like an oversight at this pricing, and there is no speakerphone capabilities. The Colburn Roman 2's battery life is rated by Marshall at around 20 hours, however your mileage may vary depending on your volume preferences. The Marshall Colburn Roman 2 speaker has excellent appearance, excellent performance, and onboard EQ knobs, but ultimately feels a little overpriced. At number 3 is Marshall Stanmore Roman 2 wireless Bluetooth speaker. The attractive Stanmore Roman 2 Bluetooth, which comes in black or white, has the same fundamental design philosophy as the rest of Marshall's products. It resembles a tiny guitar amplifier. However, it is a very hefty speaker at 10.3 pounds and 7.7 by 13.8 by 7.3 inches. The Stanmore amp, with its leather grain exterior and tweed-like cloth grille with brushed metal, gold-colored highlights, pays homage to Marshall Amp's throwback aesthetic. The volume, bass, and treble controls, the power switch, the play/pause button, and the audio source button for switching between Bluetooth mode and aux or RCA modes are all located on the control panel up top. The top of the device has a 3.5mm aux input, while the back panel has an RCA input. The Stanmore Roman 2 Bluetooth has a frequency response of 50 Hz. An HC and is equipped with two 15-watt tweeters and one 50-watt woofer hidden under the grille. The speaker's back panel is noticeably less appealing. Legalese and painted on warning labels are all over it, which most manufacturers are able to conceal from view. If you park the Stanmore Roman 2 Bluetooth against a wall, this will only be concealed. The RCA input noted earlier, the connection for the power line, and an air vent are all located on the rear panel. Given the premium price, it seems like a glaring omission that the RCA and 3.5mm aux input cords are not supplied. The Marshall Bluetooth app is cost-free and upgrades the speaker's firmware. Along with the bass and treble knobs on the control panel, it also enables you to use personalized EQ presets or make your own. Additionally, you may combine the speaker with another Marshall device to create a stereo pair. Change the red LED's brightness and enable or disable audio prompts via the app. Even though the Stanmore Roman 2 Bluetooth has nice appearance in audio, we can't help but long for its more expensive sibling, the Wallburn Roman 2 Bluetooth. The Marshall Stanmore Roman 2 Bluetooth speaker produces powerful sounds, but given the whole experience it offers, the pricing feels a little expensive. At number 4 is Marshall Acton Roman 2 Bluetooth speaker. The smallest and least costly of the three recently unveiled Marshall Bluetooth speakers is the Acton Roman 2, which costs $180. The Acton Roman 2 Bluetooth, however, is very big by many measures. You'll enjoy the design and detailing here if you enjoy the way Marshall amplifiers look. The Acton Roman 2 Bluetooth is strong and features treble and bass dials that can be adjusted. However, this speaker does not have a speakerphone, and it is not portable like many wireless zones for around $300. Although at maximum level we experience some distortion difficulties with heavy bass recordings, it generally provides good audio performance. The Acton Roman 2 Bluetooth is available in black or white variants, measuring 6.3 by 10.3 by 5.9 inches and weighing 4.5 pounds. The top and side panels have a grain leather patina that looks fairly authentic. The Marshall insignia is written in elegant handwriting on the grille's front face, which is coated in tweed. If you enjoy the aesthetics of Marshall amps, this is not a cheap imitation. It looks sophisticated. A 3.5mm aux input, a source button for toggling between Bluetooth and the aux input, a play/pause button, and a power switch are all located on the top panel. Three other knobs control the volume, bass, and treble. On the face of the gold-tinted, anodized aluminum control panel, red LED notches with underlighting are used to indicate the levels for these knobs. The speaker has a single woofer driven by a 30-watt Class D amplifier, two tweeters powered by 15-watt Class D amplifiers placed behind the grille, The range of frequencies is 50 Hz to 20 Hz. The speaker is supported by 4 solid feet that guarantee it won't wiggle about on tabletops even when the bass is playing loudly. Contrasted with the rest of the design's attention to elegance and care, the Acton Roman 2 Bluetooth rear panel almost feels like a joke. The panel is black and covered in hundreds of tiny text in several languages that are legalese. Although we have seen this previously, it is typically not as obviously exhibited or is found in a booklet rather than on the speaker's body. Yes, the issue will be resolved if you park this thing against a wall. However, someone will have a bad perspective if you put it on a surface in the middle of the room, or even with some space behind it. The back panel appears to merely be there to house the AC cable connection and the aforementioned safety warnings and logos, with the exception of a ports area for air moved by the drivers to exit through and a covered connection for service only. It would seem reasonable for a fixed wireless speaker in this price range to offer more inputs. If there is only one physical connection, at the least, a well-made, attractive 3.5mm cable to go with it would have been a considerate addition. You can choose from different EQ presets, alter the LED's brightness, put the speaker in standby mode, or manage your music using the free app. The Marshall Acton Roman 2 Bluetooth speaker produces a full, well-balanced sound, but it can distort when listening to bass-heavy music. At number 5 is Marshall Stockwell Roman 2 Portable Bluetooth Speaker. The design of Marshall's guitar amps may not be to everyone's taste, and neither are the company's frequently expensive cost, but there is no disputing that it makes some of the best Bluetooth speakers available. The Marshall Stockwell Roman 2, which costs $198 and has strong audio performance and a simple design, is a worthwhile improvement over its forerunner. The Stockwell Roman 2 has a price that feels a touch excessive, but overall there isn't anything to dislike about it. The Stockwell Roman 2 comes in black or gray versions and is a substantial 3.0 pounds, measuring 7.1 by 6.3 by 2.8 inches. The metallic mesh speaker grille is the centerpiece of the design, not the Marshall emblem that is prominently displayed on the side panels of silicone material that resembles leather. 3 knobs are located on top. The first controls power and volume, which is separate from the master volume levels on your mobile device, and the second and third are for bass and treble control. The Bluetooth pairing button, which also serves as the audio source button for switching between the aux input and associated devices, is located on the upper panel along with the battery life indicator. There are no controls for track navigation or playback, and speakerphones are not available. A matte black metallic grille also covers the back panel. On the right side, there are connections for the USB-C power cable that is included, as well as a 3.5mm aux input. You'll need to supply your own cord, though. There are gold pins on each side panel for the supplied strap, which is made of red velvet on the inside and black vegan leather on the outside. The speaker is only moderately water resistant, with an IPS 4 classification. Don't throw it in the pool. It can withstand minor splashing from any direction, but not real water pressure or submersion. The Stockwell Roman 2 delivers a frequency range of 60 Hz to 20 Hz using a single 10-watt woofer and 2 5-watt tweeters hidden beneath the grille. Despite being in a Blumline stereo array, one tweeter shoots forward while the other fires through the back panel, creating the impression that both drivers are producing the same sounds. Although the speaker is technically stereo, it will sound mainly mono no matter where you are. At least it is where the stronger bass response is audible, which indicates that the woofer clearly fires through the back panel. Lower frequencies are less directional, therefore this isn't a problem. In some cases, moving the speaker closer to walls can even help to slightly improve the bass response. The Stockwell Roman 2's battery life should last for at least 20 hours, according to Marshall, but your mileage may vary depending on your volume settings. Considering its small size, the Marshall Stockwell Roman 2 speaker offers surprisingly good Bluetooth audio performance. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please like it if you did. If you're new here, click the subscribe button. Wishing you all the best until the next video.